When Emma was little, just in comparing her to her older brother, I noticed things weren't coming together as quickly, tying her shoes, riding a bike. And then in the second grade is where it really, we kind of hit a wall. Emma would come home every day from school crying. Homework was nearly impossible to get done just from the frustration, and she was exhausted. And so really kind of started examining like what could be going on here. And so we ended up taking her and having her tested privately. And it did come back, of course, that she is dyslexic. And so that kind of started our journey.
I didn't want people thinking that I couldn't read very good, and I didn't want them making fun of me. And I had to really struggle.
The door's been opened for her, and she can see. She can see what she was missing out on with her friends and not being able to read. And so I thought, okay, what the school is doing, I thought was working, and it is not. It is not working. I had kind of just accepted the fact that I have a very smart child, and I don't think she'll even make it through high school. She definitely won't make it to college. She wants to be a heart surgeon. How in the world can I make that happen for her? Unfortunately, what schools, I think, don't know, and the difference between what Dr. Conway is doing here is that they weren't taking a science approach from it. We started talking to Dr. Conway, and everyone says it seems too good to be true, and it did. We had done so much hard work with the program from school, and we were kind of so far down that hole of hopelessness that it did seem too good to be true. But as my husband and I talked about it, and we thought, whether we fully believe him and his program or not doesn't really matter. We're going to try it.
I wasn't nervous because I had seen like other kids, and I saw how they could read now.
The Morris Center and all the therapist here did such an amazing job. About 2 months in, we pulled out a book, and she read. And all of a sudden, she looked up, and just amazement on her face. And she said, I read that. I read that whole page, and I understood it.
It feels really good to be here because now I can read really good.
Of course we were skeptical, but we took that leap of faith.
I will now be able to go to college and get a degree. And for my whole life, I've always wanted to be a heart surgeon, and now I can actually have a chance at doing that, so it's really cool.